Good evening, everyone. T-Speaker222 XRP Future Millionaire with the side bet on XLM and Future Digibyte OG. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. It's 5:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. As you can see, Bitcoin, when I told you when it breaks 53,000 was going to have a sudden drop. And guys, what happened? It broke 55,000 and we literally went right down to the buy orders. It's as simple as this, guys. This is going to be a bearish continuation pattern. We can say whatever we want, and it's going to happen quickly to where it comes right back down. But this literally fell off from 55,000 and fell off to 53.8. So, like I said earlier, if it broke 53,000, we'd be suddenly looking at a 4,000 or 5,000 point drop because it was going to drop down to these levels. I don't even think it's done. I think this was just a bunch of buy orders that got filled, and now you can see the bear pennant forming. It doesn't take a genius to see what's going on here. You know, eventually this is just going to come right back down. And as you can see earlier, how, especially with XRP, this level is starting to be used as resistance. We couldn't even get back over this except for the little up to, what was it, $1.10, I believe it basically hit. So these are some severe pullbacks on these wicks, and got to be prepared, guys. If that happens again, it's not pulling up. These were all the people that were waiting to get back in at 55, 54, 53.8, mainly 54,000. But you seen how it fell right off, and now 55,000, it came back up, but it's not looking great. There's not a big volume spike these last 15 minutes. Right now, you'd be needing to look in the 15-minute, not the 4-hour, not the daily. You need to take it down to the smaller time frame after a drop like that because Bitcoin fell off. And when I say you look for people who know what they're talking about pre-drops, it's not just about it going to 52 cents. It's not about the next drop going between around 73. How we've been saying we could go as low as 65. So if you got 73 cents, it's not about that. It's about looking at each step. This step, I said, if XRP breaks 106, it's over. Well, where does its stopping point go? Right where I put this out for you guys earlier. Go look back earlier. And I even said that's going to be the spot if it breaks. The only reason I say that is because now when you listen to my information, if you're new, which if you are, hit that subscribe button. New or returning, and also hit that like button. Hit that motherfucking like button. I do a lot of work for you guys, and I do a lot of work for everyone else. So make sure that you're at least paying it forward and hitting that like button. And if you're considering joining Tom's Army, by all means, join Tom's Army if you want to send a donation. Been some fabulous donations today that are going to a good cause, as you guys know. I'm not going to repeat myself, but you can watch my last update, my XRP update, not the Ideonomics and Sundial Growers, which I implore you to go check that out. My last update I put out, it's something I don't usually do unless I have a reason. And I know a lot of you guys wouldn't have watched it, but that's what you need to go check out. And I'll show you a little synopsis of it in a second. But XRP, that $1.06 held. So now what do we always talk about, guys, when we're trading between the lines? Lewis, how do we know where we're going? Lewis, if we don't trade between the lines, Lewis, we have to know if it's support, Lewis, or resistance, Lewis. How do I know if it can't trade between the lines, Lewis? And for all you new guys, Lewis once told me I was the most accurate chart predictor he's ever seen. His only problem with me was that my lines, XRP traveled between the lines. Oh yes, he said it. So Lewis, that's how I know if it's support, Lewis. Knock back down to resistance, Lewis. And back to support and back down, Lewis. So we have a lot of fun with that. I haven't said it in a while, but man, do I love Lewis. So basically, what's going to happen is this likely, usually would come back up to this 113. So that would be your swing trade from 106 to 113. Obviously, 118, you could say is a cup up there. But now we've got two levels to go through. Now we're not using 113 as support as we were a couple days ago. Now it's resistance. Now 106 could be flipped to resistance if this doesn't hold. But right now it shows support. But I mean, look at that. That looks awful. We need some volume in a quick way. Looks embarrassing. Again, we have these major drop-offs. Where's the volume buyback? Even the pull-up, where's the buyback? We've had small bouts of volume, but guys, if you're expecting this to go anywhere but down, it needs a lot more volume than this. So that's XLM, XRP, DGB, same thing. DGB had a disastrous drop, but it caught itself at 4 or 5. which ironically happens to be a very strong support level, as you know, from our run up. But this is what's going on, guys, and we talked about this, that it was riding that. That was for the people that thought it was going to go up. But that was a possibility if it were to break out, but it didn't. We knew it wasn't going to. Whoops, shit. Okay. So, but it looks like we're creating a right shoulder here now. Look what's going to happen. It looks like we come up and do this, and then we're going to come back down to where I said. It doesn't look, and it used this downtrending resistance. Like I said, it was fooling everybody in that uptrend. And by keeping this on DGB, you guys get to see it perfectly, what I was talking about with all the rest, because all the rest did this. They put you into a fake trend line that literally was just coming from the support of the downtrend back up to the resistance of the downtrend, which is disguised as an uptrend if you just put it in the 4 hour, 2 hour, 1 hour and don't show the lines. And if I would have just brought this out here and said, hey, we're in an uptrend, right? And you just see these lines. Look at this, guys, uptrend. We're looking great. Well, that's what I say the value of my lines are and why they're time tested. So when you see people comment or they're not watching my videos, just have the confidence that you see right out in front of you how this always plays out. I always end up right. Maybe not at first, but if you let it play out. I'm not trying to predict day-to-day trading. I try to do it for you guys. My job is to predict support levels, period. Which means you should not buy DGB until you get back to this downtrend support at 3679. Enough of these little 5%, 10% swing trades that are going to get us absolutely annihilated. Stay blessed, everybody, and hit that like button.